Did you know in the late 1950s, Summit Hill was home to its own toy company? The Ecco Manufacturing Company spent a brief but meaningful life in the old Lincoln Building in Summit Hill, breathing new life into the school recently vacated when its elementary school students were moved into the Philip Ginter Building in 1954. Ecco Toy Manufacturing, named for the Olsefsky brothers, Edward, Chester, and Charles, was born in Chester's basement in Lansford in the early 1950s. Chester was an inventor who loved to make toys. His daughter Margaret fondly recalled him working in his basement on designs and then bringing them up to the kitchen for his wife Margaret's approval. She said he would then take his designs to show the group of craftsmen who were his friends. In 1955, he and friend Elmer Davies decided they had the potential to form a toy company. The core product was a plastic insert Chester innovated that would fit in a model train hopper car. What made his design unique was his incorporating actual anthracite into the plastic tray, improving on the imitation coal used up to that point. The men also found an opportunity to sell 5-ounce bags of anthracite coal that hobbyists could use for their train displays. The innovation became a bestseller and encouraged the men to push forward with their dream of independence as entrepreneurs. Sometime in early 1957, the group of men, led by Chester and Elmer, moved forward with securing a lease for the Lincoln Building to use it as their toy company. In September of 1957, the Ecco Toy Manufacturing Company formed, with 432 stockholders leasing the abandoned school in Summit Hill. By January of 1958, the company was manufacturing toys. A newspaper article in the Morning Call said the company sold thousands of these units all over the world. By this time, Brother Edward returned to Pennsylvania from California to help with the company. Chester became the president and chief designer, and Elmer Davies was the general manager. The following summer, articles reported the new company attracted the attention of Jerry Kalmanson, a New York toy agent, and the company seemed poised for greatness. Margaret recalls the product line by that time included the hopper insert, bags of coal, building blocks sold in a mesh onion-style bag, rocking horse toys with different animals, animal-style coat hangers, and a unique toy box in the shape of a drum. An article that summer indicated a sleigh with a galvanized steel sheet bottom was also being produced. Kalmanson visited the plant in Summit Hill and spoke optimistically about its potential. Problems started in October 1958 with a supply shortage to build the wooden toys. Brother Edward had returned to California, the day shift was laid off, and trouble started there. The laid-off employees began protesting and picketing the company. They didn't bar the night shift from entering, but they did complain they were not treated fairly. They demanded a seniority agreement as well as bonuses they claimed they had earned. The pickets continued for several days until Anthony Romanek, a union representative of the United Mine Workers, appeared at the factory. He set up negotiations with the officers of the company, and finally in November the protest was settled. The day shift men returned to their jobs on November 12, 1958, with a seniority agreement, promises of wage increases for the next few months, and most telling, a union shop organized by the United Mine Workers District 50. Apparently, this was too much for the stockholders to bear. On February 27, 1959, a stockholders meeting was held, and they fired the board of directors from the company. Chester and Elmer resigned from their positions, and a new board headed by Summit Hill undertaker Harry D. Miller, Lotzie Peltz, Victor Leonzi, and Robert Lasella among them, took over the company, ousting Olsefsky, Davies, and John Sipyak. Edward had resigned when he returned to California the previous year. While the company supposedly had a $35,000 order waiting, its doors never reopened, and by mid-April 1959, the federal court was petitioned to declare an involuntary bankruptcy. This proceeding lasted most of 1959, and by early 1960, the court granted the petition and forced the sale of all the assets. According to a May 12, 1960 article, the company's assets were bought by Timber Toy Corporation, formed by the board of directors that had ousted Chester and Elmer the previous year. The new company was supposed to relocate in the Lehigh and New England Freight Station in Lansford. With that sale, the dreams of Chester dissolved into the fabric of time, and Ecco Manufacturing became a victim of its circumstances. The Lincoln School was torn down soon after. Toy maker and dreamer Chester Olsefsky passed away on November 19th, 1976. But his artifacts from his once prosperous Ecco Toy Company still survive in the Lansford Historical Society Museum, and thus ended the short but vibrant life of Summit Hill's only toy company. And the site of this short-lived toy company now contains the Summit Hill Post Office.
The year was 1791 when Philip Ginther and his gun left one day to hunt a family meal. But having kicked out no game, he headed homeward up the plain, and growing dark cake something with his heel. Now traditions of that country soil occurred to him it might be cold, and shipped it off to Philadelphia. Then Ginter sat and waited till he heard coal in Summit Hill from Charles Sist, a printer in his day. There's coal in Summit Hill, coal in Summit Hill. Come to Carbon County, there's work for all and plenty.
Have a wonderful day and go make some of your own history.
Coal in Summit